Hi class. Our assignment this week for our week 2 discussion was to create a YouTube video, pretty much reading our response to the questions that were posted in the week 2 discussion board. I was actually put on the positive team. So the questions were, what are the sources of power often seen in organizations, and what are positive impacts on an organization when its members exercise power and play political games within Mintzberg's political game playing framework? So I'll be reading my response based on the information that I posted in week 2's discussion. Okay. Different levels of power are used in all areas of business. Larger organizations feature many interdependent business units with varying degrees of importance. They therefore possess varying degrees of power and influence. Power can result in positive outcomes for an organization, or it can be the cause of negative outcomes for an organization. If used properly, power can be beneficial for not just the company, but for their employees as well. Power can be used in organizations to encourage individuals and groups to act in accordance with the company's goals and objectives. It's important to know who holds positions of power and what those positions are to better serve the organization and its employees. With power in an organization, you have an agent who is the driving force behind the influence and the recipient of power and influence. Due to the large number of responsibilities within an organization, at any given time, multiple sources of power can be present. I've personally experienced or witnessed all 5 of the different bases of social power in an organization. Coercive power derives from a threat, real or perceived, of punishment should the recipient of force not comply with the instructions or actual or perceived wishes of the driving agent. Legitimate power derives from authority and social and cultural norms. It involves loyalty, social rank, and the organizational hierarchy, so that the influenced individual believes the driving force agent's use of power is just and right. Referent power derives from the driving agent's personal charisma and its effect on the recipient of influence. The recipient's attribution of prestige to the driving agent leads to a desire to please and emulate the agent. Expert power derives from the recipient's perception of knowledge possessed by the driving agent of force. Reward power provides an incentive for the person on the receiving end of influence to change his or her behavior, expecting to receive a reward or recognition. Mintzberg outlines several different examples of how organizations handle different situations with power. Following the definitions outlined by Mintzberg can be very beneficial for an organization. Staying one step ahead can make or break the success of a company. Mintzberg stated that individuals in power can either refrain from playing the game and focus on the performance of the company, or they can play and play big. Realistically, in my opinion, there's no way to not play the game in business. There will always be someone or some company trying to accomplish what you've done and do it better than you. I've seen firsthand that people don't always play fair in business, so being knowledgeable of the game and being one step ahead as an organization is one of the smartest things to do, in my opinion. So that's my take on the positive outcomes and the different levels of power in an organization. Thank you.